Now, yeah, so if we look at my fit here, pretty good. We're using 425mm rails, 2 large capacitor control circuits, a metastasis adjuster, which is for tracking, more damage, stabilizers, tracking enhancer, another tracking computer with tracking speed script. I just wanted to optimize as best I can my tracking speed. What drones have I got in here? Okay. Got some hobgoblins. All right, let's go. Let's give it a go. There's just so much more to think about when you're running. People use neutron blasters with these sorts of ships too. Set destination. Oh, got a few jumps. Look at that ship though. That looks so sick. I wish I had a creative mind like the people who design these things. But I do not. My brain is very basic. Galenti fanboy, yeah. The ships do look absolutely awesome. What's that marauder ship that Galenti have? What's that one called again? Forgotten the name. Kronos, thanks mate. Let me save that. Let me save that one. Because that is a sick looking ship. I've got to work my way up to that. How do I add it to quick bar? Okay. How far away am I from this? One month. Oh, Kronos, what a beast. Is there a chat channel where it's like builds, where people are helping each other with their builds, their fits? Like I gotta move that camera up. So a little bit. My beard looks alright, but it gets curly. I haven't even eaten this morning yet, really. I got protein bar. It's good. My job. Eve channel bits. Alrighty. Corp or Alliance members, yeah, fair enough, man. I go to that Eve workbench and then I look at what everyone's doing, and I've gotten to a point now where I can formulate a fit in my brain, but often when I show Scott or someone, they're like, I'll change these, and then it obviously makes sense. They're changes. For example, the other day I put a micro warp drive on my Megathron, and I didn't realize that it takes up 25% of your capacitor. So right now I'm using antimatter charge, which are same range, better damage. 48 gigajoules per shot. the one thing I miss about swapping from Nvidia to Radeon is Nvidia broadcast. Even though I had a lot of issues with it, I miss it. Yeah, that's a good point, Habanero. What I really didn't like, what I didn't enjoy, was having to micro jump drive out and then sit in long range attack, snipe. But I sort of, it grew on me as I played it. It did grow on me when I realized how powerful it was. All right, let's go. Okay, see, these are already pretty close. Let's see if I can even hit him. Oh, shit. See, I should be going away. Yeah, I don't even snipe on my Golem, man. I just brawl. There's no need to snipe. You can just sit in the middle of anything and just... It's just crazy. See, this is much, much slower than my Golem right now, but... Yeah, don't even bother sniping in the Golem, man. You can just blast everything down. And because of Bastion mode, you don't even need a shield recharge booster. You just use the normal one. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Now, was there... Okay, so there's no... Put my tractor beam out. So if I orbit this at this sort of distance, orbit at 31 Ks. Yeah, the Golem's an absolute beast. Hey, Booger! How are you, man? Good morning, good morning. I'm just taking my Megathron out for a test run, but I just did a Golem mission, and this is so much slower in comparison. But I'm aiming to run. Okay, gotcha, Habanero. What sort of what are you talking about? What missions are they? Because I run level 4 missions, and they're so easy, so easy. I do need like a level 5 mission, but I think that's only in null set. I don't know. What's on for your day, Booger? What sort of damage should I be using? Show info. Kinetic damage. What are these using? Why am I using light? Kinetic damage. Yeah. I'm fine. Oh, it just got really bright outside. Holy crap. What sort of damage are these? That's right. Shut info. These are kinetic. Alright, that's fine. They're not doing anything. Uh-oh. Why aren't I shooting? What? Why aren't I shooting? Uh-oh. Can I out-repair this? Uh-oh, I'm taking a lot of damage right now. Let's overload this bad boy. Oh, I should have stayed in my golem. I should have stayed in my golem. Uh-oh, I'm going to have to warp out here. All right, let's go. Come back, drones. Come back. Off we go. Where's my golem? Yeah, this is insane. There's no way I could do this in this ship. I'm getting blasted. No, I'm definitely within range. I'm using antimatter. Oh, I'm not using Caldari Navy antimatter. Maybe I should be using Caldari Navy antimatter? What do you reckon? Maybe this ship simply isn't made for L4 missions. I don't know. You tell me. Caldari Navy uranium charge, maybe? Caldari Navy uranium. 30 Ks. Good for closer engagements. But define close engagement. 48. Fall off range within 82. Optimal range within 48 Ks. Yeah, let's try this. Should I try Caldari Navy or Caldari Thorium? Thorium is mid-range, solid compromise. All right, let's head back. Let's head back. Let's try this one. Compare antimatter to uranium. But did I have Caldari? I've only got Caldari. I've only got antimatter charge. I don't have Caldari. Oh, there's Caldari Navy antimatter. Why couldn't I load these? Why won't they load? How do I load them? Why won't they load? There's something wrong. Maybe, oh, because I'm using tier, is it, no. Is it because I'm using Railgun 1? No, that's why. Caldari Navy Uranium. This must be Tech 2. No, 425 mil, Railgun 1. This is weird. Look, it's not showing me it. Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. Let's try this again. I'm gonna go scoop my what? Oh, it's only 2 bullets. Are you serious? Oh my god. What a moron. Thanks, Habanero. Fucking, what is wrong with me? What a dumbass. Alright, let's try these ones. Yeah, but they're only tier 1. You know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to run away. Right, ready? Go this way. Wait, let's go scoop this. Let's scoop this first, because I don't want to lose this. We're going to scoop this bad boy up. DPS light drones. We're going to go... Let's see what we can do. Still hitting them. Okay. Oh, I didn't have my... Did I have my tracker on before? Maybe. I probably did. That was pretty good. That worked well. It's very strange. I'm pressing F1 and it's not turning on my weapons. Oh, this is way better. Let's overload these bad boys. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh, I've already damaged stuff. Yeah, that's way better. What the hell? Can I hit him from this range as well? Oh, shit. I'm one-shotting things now. What the hell? All I changed was the... I changed to Caldari Navy Uranium. And I'm flying away from the... If I keep him at 54, I'm flying away from the NPCs now, so that's obviously helping a lot too. If anything gets too close to me as well, I've got some webbing. I got some web drones here. That's pretty good. If I was in my golem, I would have 2 or 3 volleyed this guy right now. I'm still taking a lot of damage. Let's overload my repair kit, my repairer. These guys are just hitting so hard, aren't they? What's hitting me? It's just a lot of incoming damage. Oh, Conquistador is what's doing all the damage. Oh shit. Guys. Uh-oh. Warp out. Ah, shit. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, I saw a message from someone. Where's it gone? Maybe it's up there. There we go. So what's that damage? 22% damage. Jesus Christ, that happens quick, doesn't it? I mean, I did pretty well for a second there, and then... Where is my golem? Let's just go back and get the golem. All I have for speed really is a 100 meganewton compact afterburner, which takes me up to 400 meters per second. So nothing crazy. That's alright. I've got some, I don't have any in here, but I've got some of that nanite repair paste stuff. Oh, armchair. Sorry, I didn't see. I used to play a lot of this game. Sold my character and wish I didn't. But at the time, there were tons of people playing. Sorry, no, I didn't realize you were on YouTube, mate. I've got to have a look. I've got to figure it out because it's only showing me Twitch chat, so I've got to fix that up. But it's not empty, no. The other day I saw 29,000 people on, so I definitely don't think it's dying. I think that they have an issue where they're not bringing in enough new people. But yeah, let me see if I can bring up docs, chat. Okay, docs, chat. Now, how do I bring in Steam chat? Sorry, YouTube chat. Custom browser docs. I'm gonna have to figure that out because the only way I saw your message was on my OBS. The Twitch, the YouTube stream quality is so poor. But yeah, Packer, it's pretty fun, man. Like, it's pretty fun. It's a really just chill game. You can just jump on. This is a new ship that I built, which obviously is not doing too well. So I'm going to go back, grab my golem, and then finish the mission because this is ridiculous. It's taken way too long. I'm going to have to Google this. Been getting... I had a shit ton of SP. Oh, so I'm relatively new as well. I've had my account for 11 years, but I've only properly just started playing. And me personally, I like running missions. I like running L4 missions. I've done... Abyssals are also really good. Abyssals. So basically you get yourself a decent ship like a Gila. They're timed instance runs where you've got 15 minutes. You've got to go through 2 or 3 portals, but before you open the portal, you've got to kill all of the NPCs in there. I think there's 5 different difficulties, maybe there's more. Tier 1 and Tier 2 are relatively easy, but then it's like a big step up to Tier 3. Then I think to get to Tier 4, you really need to have a clone with all the right implants and so forth. So yeah, me personally, it's missions and abyssals. I like Kaldari ships, so I like specializing in missiles, so my golem's pretty good for that. No, I believe that the game is predominantly PvP, but I just sit in high sec, personally. I've done a little bit of PvP, I haven't done enough. I've done a little bit of exploration, but I haven't done enough. So maybe you've already done this, but you can get probes and you can scan down wormholes, you can scan down these other things, I've forgotten what they're called. Yeah. But I think the game is still predominantly heavily based around PvP and nullsec. Let's go into my golem and let's just go finish this off. I've got to change back into my other clone. Me personally, I just like being in ISEC. I like chilling and not too much stress. The Garistas spy. So Garistas are going to be weak to kinetic. Cool. Why didn't it put me on my ship? Obviously, there's a bit of delay there, isn't there? You know what? I think if I give you my code, I think you get 1,000,000 free SP, and that would be a really good start. Let me just see if I can find that. And then join a corp who Eve Online login. A corp that might be able to help you out a bit with some ISK and stuff. The game is, I don't know how different the game is. Recruit a friend. Yeah, I'll put my link in YouTube chat. And that'll give you a free 1,000,000 SP. All right, let's set destination. Let's go finish this off. Jump. You had 70 mil at the time. Holy crap, man. I'm only on like, what am I at? 27 mil. 70 mil. That's nuts. And in the grand scheme of things, it's probably not all that high, but it's certainly high enough. But you got to fit for your enemy, both tank and... That's a really good point, Booger. In that mission, my fits are very generic, right? They're not specialized to the mission. That's something I really need to figure out. But armchair packer, you can buy Plex now and sell Plex for ISK, so that can make things a lot easier. So you can also go and buy injectors, and in injectors, I think about 1 billion ISK, and you get maybe 900,000, 1.5 mil skill points. So you could definitely boost yourself up really quickly. Is that pay to win? I don't think it's pay to win. I think it's pay to advance. It's going to be tough, man, but yeah. But yeah, if you buy injectors, so if we go to the regional injector, so you can get large skill injectors for 869 mil. And so you'll receive 500,000 skill points under 5 million. And then between 5 million and 50 million, you receive 400,000. So that's quite a bit. Like that's a lot. That if you buy a couple of them, you're definitely on your way to be able to do some pretty fun stuff. Like 70 million skill points. A lot of that's probably in specialized stuff, right? Industry, perhaps. They are expensive, yeah, but for all we know, Armchair Packer is a multi-millionaire, and money is of no consequence to him, so. Yeah. Stealth bomber. I love drones as well, man. I love drones. Stealth bomber. I don't know anything about stealth bombing. I reckon if you had at least 10 million SP, let's say, you could be doing something fun that you enjoy until your skill points get even higher. There's also some really good packs that you can buy on the Eve store on their actual website. So you've got level 1, 2, 3 packs, which I've personally bought, which give you some Omega, some skill points, some things to upgrade, to speed up your training. Titans are going for 250 billion. I'm so sorry, Matt, guys, I'm so sorry. The stream on YouTube looks like absolute shit. I'm really sorry, but there's not much I can do about it at the moment. Alright, let's go finish this off. That other ship took way too much time. With YouTube, right, you have to really buff up the bit rate. You know what I could do? I could plug in, I've upgraded my 3080 to a 9070 XT. I could plug my 3080 back in and use that purely for encoding, and that way, because right now OBS is sharing the encoding between Twitch and YouTube, and Twitch only has a max input kilobit rate of 7800, and that's what's killing it on YouTube. YouTube, you need about 25,000 to achieve the same as 8,000 on Twitch. I've never seen a Titan in battle. I really want to see one. I've only seen them on videos. My CPU usage is at 46%. I probably could use that to encode YouTube. Oh, maybe I'll do that. No, Booger, I would sell it, but I used it for mining, and I don't know if I did any damage to it. I don't think I did, but I can't be certain that I didn't. Otherwise, I would sell it to you. What? Oh no. Uh-oh, what happened to my... Oh no. You bought 3k Plex. That's a good question. Well, each Plex sells for what? Like 7 million at the moment, I think. So if you bought 3,000, that's 100, 1 point... Is that 18 billion ISK? Quick maths. Let's say 6,500,000 times 3,000. 19.5 billion ISK. Now if that's 19.5 billion divided by 895000. That's something's wrong with my maths. One sec. Look at how easy this is with the Golem. I don't even know why I bother with anything else, right? I lost my mobile tractor unit. Where the hell did it go? Yeah, be very careful, Booger. Be very careful. Now, my GPU, I replaced the thermal pads when I was mining. And I mined it I used it for mining under very like optimal circumstances. I had a lot of airflow. I had a relatively cool house. Let me jump on, Scotty. But you do have to be very careful, Booger. But yeah, I would just hold on to it for now. Like, I was going to sell it on the Overclockers forums because I could probably get $500 for it. But I don't want to risk it. I don't want to be an asshole and then someone buys it and then in 6 months' time, it's carked it. I've had it for like 6-7 years. I only mined on it for about a year. It's still a really good card. It's like, they were a good card at the time, especially. They're insane. Back when Nvidia weren't scumbags. Hey, Daily. How are you, mate? I don't know where my tractor beam went. It's just gone now. Oh, mate, you booger. You're running a 1070? Man. Oh. I had a 1070. I had one. I know, Daily. I've just been so tired. Work has been insane. One of my colleagues is away, so I'm holding down the fort, and it's just been nuts. I don't know. I reckon I left my mobile tractor unit somewhere. Dude, that CPU though, 4770, that is very old. I had one of them. But they were so good. 4070 is a good unit. Let's see, 4070 versus 3080. Let's just have a look. Orbit 500, open cargo maybe. 4070s are a decent card. They're very similar to a 3080, okay, but they're a newer gen, so they've probably got better support for DLSS and those sorts of things. Oh man, the Golem is just insane. I just took them. Where are you going, Golem? Yeah, I upgraded from a 3080. So back, 7 years ago, that cost 1300. I've upgraded to I've swapped over to Radeon AMD, and I've got now 9070 XT Gigabyte, and it's a really good card. I would have preferred to have bought a 5080, but there is no way that I'm spending that sort of money, over $2,000 for a 5080. No thanks. But a 1070, oofed. Yeah. Booger, it's time for an upgrade. Do you ever go on the Overclockers forums, Booger? That's where I bought a lot of my secondhand stuff over the years. And it's predominantly PC enthusiasts, so you know that most of the time, I've never had an issue. So I don't think you'll ever run into issues where you're getting scammed or buying compromised hardware. I had a 1070, then I had a 1080, then I had a 3080. Now I've got a 9070 XT. I'm running a AMD 7800 X3D CPU. Forums.over. Let me find this. But you do have to be a member for a little bit. But let me grab it for you. That's the website. I've been on there for like 20 years. Maybe longer. But that's where I get... If I ever sell anything... So for example, not too long ago, I sold my 5800 X3D CPU. And because people are enthusiasts, if someone puts up a part at a really ridiculously high price, they get ripped apart. But yeah, they've got for sale, but I think you've got to be a member for at least 3 months. So maybe just sign up and wait. But that CPU you've got, that was a really good CPU for its time. Obviously now it's probably going to struggle, but I'm going to head back in a second. Oh. So Scott Booger's got a 4770 i7 4770 CPU and a NVIDIA 1070 GPU. So both of them are probably really in need of an upgrade, but you pretty much have to buy a whole new setup at this point. Daily! I think I did. I think I bought one more. I think I bought one more so I could fly the Golem. So, sorry mate, I completely forgot. So I've got the Golem. We are absolutely decked out. I'll show you the fit. Here's the fit. We put on a target painter not too long ago, and this just annihilates L4 missions. It's crazy. Thanks, Daily. Nah, man, you like... If it wasn't for you, I would still be flying my rattlesnake, which I love, don't get me wrong, but... The Golem is just a whole other beast. I've forgotten my mobile tractor unit somewhere. I think I've lost it, so sorry guys, this is the slow way. Let's just go back now. Let's go back. I don't know what I've done with it. I've probably like forgotten to scoop it up at some point. All right, set destination. Let's go. Wait, you've got a GTX Titan. I could scan it down. Yeah, good idea, Booger. Okay, so you've got a new motherboard good to go, do you? New setup? Wait, what's the extreme? What's the extreme? Oh, you're in a wormhole core. So what do you do in wormholes? Is that where you Is that where you kill rats? Oh, sorry, Booger. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch is just dog shit. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Go down. Alright, Booger. Sorry about that, mate. Twitch is just garbage. But streaming to YouTube is very, very problematic. It's very hard to set up and get the quality that you get on Twitch. But yeah, Booger, so you've got, what have you got ready to go? Mostly PvP. I find this game very relaxing, and that's why I like doing L4 missions. My days at work, they're not overly stressful, but they're very busy. So just running some L4 missions, I find very relaxing. I think PvP is gonna get my adrenaline too high, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm just being a bitch. So yeah, Booger, I want to upgrade my CPU from the 7800 X3D to the 9800 X3D. Maybe I should do that and sell you my CPU. But then you've got to buy a new motherboard, which is about at minimum $200. Then you've got to buy 32 gig of DDR5 RAM, which is probably going to set you back another $250. But that's actually not that bad, right? If you were looking for a CPU upgrade, motherboard and RAM for $1,000 to be pretty much top tier, near top tier, that's pretty good. Oh, you've got a 7900X. Oh, well, what am I talking about? I'm talking shit then. The way that the X3Ds work is crazy. They run very hot because of the architecture, but the insane amount of cache that they've got is just so good for gaming. AMD have nailed it with their Ryzen CPUs. Intel are dead. Intel are finished. They draw so much power, they generate so much heat. Their 13th or 14th series has insane degradation issues. If you've got a 1300 Intel CPU, it's not a matter of if it will die, it's when it will die. They pump so much voltage through the core. Now, look, Intel are fine, right? I'm being really over dramatic, but their 1300s, they pumped so much voltage through the core. I believe the 1300 series are 12 nanometer. AMD are now running at 6 or 4 nanometer. They pump so much voltage through the core to try to keep up with AMD that they've just started to damage the transistors. Yeah, Bugard, they did do that. They did do that. But the problem is, how many people update their BIOS? Not many. Let's be honest. Not many people update their BIOS, except for enthusiasts. And the damage is already done. That's only the 1300 series. I'm pretty sure they fixed it on the 14,000s.